The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold on way. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinding. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. I feel with you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like
The sun is blasting out a ray of light, ray of light. You got me like ooh. You got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on, you got me like ooh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The 49ers are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against the Giants offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Giants. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry now for the tailback, Ronnie Hillman. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
They run once more with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kareem Martin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. In motion right, Garcon. Toss play to McKinnon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. To throw is Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And a Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him. About 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down following the run. On play action, it's Manning. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. First touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Manning. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Here's Riley Dixon now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Let's go! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Back down now! Here we go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garcia.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hot.
In motion right, Garcon. Here's McKinnon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here again is McKinnon. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now McKinnon. Again, he finds an opening. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They go play action here on first down. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Play action. Manning. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So Manning to Beckham, and this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says, more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Manning to throw on 2nd down. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Hillman. So it'll be first down here after the run. On play action. Now Manning. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Hillman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback. This
fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And then it's the 25-yard line. First down, we're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watch it. Over. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check safety. Wide motion.
Garoppolo now. And able to find Green. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
In today's NFL, it might have surprised some people, but San Francisco was really, really hot to pick up Kyle Juszczyk from Baltimore, and they acquired him. Why? He can do everything. Block it? Yeah, of course he can. But he can catch the ball well out of the backfield, too.
Led all fullbacks in receptions the last 2 years and played in his first Pro Bowl a season ago.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
An update from down in L.A. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Watching now, Barney. Set. Watching now, Barney. Over. Here we go. Green. Leopard.
And the back goes into motion. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
In motion is Strong. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. No. Check. Watch it now, Barney. Hold on. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They run it with McKinnon. And some room to roam now. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Detroit! Set! Green! Leopard! Leopard!
Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And some room to maneuver. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep. Give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now Manning throwing on second down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They toss it to Hillman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake. Manning. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, Manning. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 10th carry now for Roddy Hillman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Second down following the run. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run the counter now on 1st down. He's to the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On third and long, it's Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's a Callum Witherspoon, the rookie from Colorado. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Manning to try again after the pick six. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Manning to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion is Strong. And now here's a carry heading left. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Strong, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a carry by Ronnie Hillman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. On play action, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Manning, now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And shutting him off, now open field. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 47 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To throw on second down. Manning. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Francisco, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.